Recovering the hostages from Hamas terrorists may be easier than the hostages recovering from what has happened to them since October 7th. 110 now freed by Hamas, with the additional 8 Israelis cut loose today. Now the I-Team has talked with a doctor in Jerusalem who is in charge of mental health care for released hostages, attack survivors, and their families.
I wish I could tell you that what happened on October 7th was our biggest nightmare, but honestly, we didn't have that as a nightmare even. I mean, it's beyond anyone's nightmare.
When Hamas staged this surprise raid on Israel October 7th, the rape, torture, and murder rampage ended with more than 240 hostages taken. During the last 7 days of ceasefire, nearly half of the hostages, women and children, have been freed. At Israel's first-line med therapy, experts are helping them adjust, using techniques from World War II and the Holocaust.
This is not the Holocaust, and it's not a Holocaust, but it's not a coincidence that this is my metaphor, and this is actually the metaphor, the way I see it, or the people that I've been talking with, not just in Israel, but also in the States. This is basically the metaphor that comes up in the head of all Jews right now.
What are the similarities?
I think the cruelty and the fact that there wasn't a cruel act that a human can think about that these people were spared. These kind of things are things that only Nazis did before.
Israeli officials say freed hostages and their families are victims of psycho warfare. Palestinians and Israelis in the war zone emerge with similar needs.
They keep asking me, will I ever be happy again? I tell them that I do believe, and I think they will experience some happy moments in their lives, yes. The young one hopefully will be able to get married and have children, and there will be moments their heart wouldn't break down. That's something too. But they all understand that their lives have changed forever.
Dr. Shapira Berman says she has been heartened by calls from doctors across the United States volunteering to come to Israel and help counsel war victims. Despite the pain and suffering, she believes most people are good and want to live in peace, including one young Israeli patient in her 20s who lost both parents and 3 siblings. The woman said she's not afraid of dying anymore because what she's seen is much worse. Hard to argue with that.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.